Hello, welcome to Rapid Fire Reviews, a new series where I review the last game I played as quickly as possible. Today I'm talking about Tomb Raider from 2013. This game sucks. 0 out of 10. Don't play it.
Damn, who the handsome motherfucker down the street?
Just kidding. While I am going to be as fast as possible, I'm going to be providing arguments to back up my opinions. Premise. Lara Croft is an archaeologist looking for the lost city of Yamatai. She and her crew accidentally find it by getting shipwrecked on it after a massive storm. There's something supernatural going on because every time someone tries to leave or enter the island, storms come out of nowhere and destroy planes and ships. On the island are crazy cultists who kill any intruders on sight. Now Lara and her friends need to find a way off the island. Story. The story is simple to a fault. I wish there were more details that fleshed out the cultists and the cause of the storms because I feel some of the story needs more explanation for it to make sense. At the very least, the story works well enough to advance the plot. Gameplay. This is a third-person action shooter with exploration elements. The gameplay is generic and introduces nothing new. It does the same things as games that came before it in a mediocre way. I feel like this is an inferior version of Uncharted. QuickTime events have tiny text that only appears for a second, so I died a lot of times from not being able to read what I was supposed to do. Lara controls like she weighs 400 pounds. She can't sprint at all. They added inertia and momentum to her running, which I know was meant to make the movement feel more realistic, but it just makes her feel sluggish. It's as if Lara has no sense of urgency when being shot at because the fastest that she'll move is a leisurely jogger's pace. She has this pathetic excuse of a dodge move, which has an animation that looks like she's tripping over a rock rather than jumping away from danger. It blows my mind that they omitted something as basic to a third-person shooter as being able to crouch and control when you do or don't take cover. Lara instead crouches and takes cover automatically, but this means she won't do it the way you want her to and often leaves herself open to gunfire. You also have to manually change the direction she aims with the C key, which is extremely annoying whenever you're trying to shoot from the left side of the wall because she always automatically resets to the right side. The game is open world, but there's nothing interesting or worthwhile to find, so I didn't bother exploring most of the time. The only rewards you get are experience points, which helps in earning skill points, and salvage. Salvage is junk that Lara somehow uses to create extended mags and silencers to upgrade her guns with. The upgrades were decent, but the assault rifle sucked no matter how many upgrades I applied to it because the bullets spread out wider than a prison inmate's butt cheeks. Skill points upgrade Lara's survival skills, but most of them were useless because they applied to things I hardly used or were flat out unnecessary. For example, there was never a point in the game where I was low on ammo, so all the upgrades that increased ammo capacity did absolutely nothing. And it didn't help that to earn experience, you have to do pointless bullshit like light torches, burn cultist banners, and find ancient pottery that Lara makes pointless comments about. The most interesting part of exploring is finding optional tombs that you can raid, which is sad considering how boring and unrewarding they are to complete. There are no enemies in them. Instead, you have to solve crappy puzzles to get to the treasure chest at the end. The worst ones are those that rely on an object's physics. Even if you know how to complete the puzzle, you may not be able to because you can't get the object to swing in the right direction. When you get to the treasure chest, you don't even get any treasure, you just get a skill point to get another useless skill with. These tombs were a huge missed opportunity. They could have placed unique enemies in each one or just made the puzzles better, and it would have been cool if there was some kind of currency system where you could spend gold you find on useful things so that you're motivated to raid all the tombs. Conclusion. I'm shocked that this game has an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam. Overall, the game's not bad. A lot of effort was put into it, but everything that this game does has already been done better by games before it. Plus, there were a lot of things that I found irritating about it. If you want to play an action-oriented third-person shooter, I'd recommend something else like Uncharted or Gears of War.
Damn, who the handsome motherfucker down the street? Oh shit, that's me, and I'm about to make life my bitch. Ain't no one stopping this one-man war machine. Two in the head, one in the chest, fucking clean. Top